U.S. President-elect Donald Trump says he will impose a 25% tariff on all products going into the United States from Canada and Mexico. Trump says it will be one of the first of many executive orders. Trump says the tariffs would remain in place until the two countries clamp down on drugs, particularly fentanyl, and migrants crossing the border illegally. U.S. President.
Here's how much more expensive these goods could be under Trump's tariffs. Laptops and tablets, 46%. Video game consoles, 40%. Smartphones, 26%. Clothing, 20.6%. Toys, 55.8%. Furniture, 9.5%. Household appliances, 31%. Footwear, 28.8%. Travel goods, 21.5%. Here's how much more.
These Babylonians are through. Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone, who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessings as always. Salutations to the hopefully elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, diligently laboring in all righteousness and sincerity, keeping the faith and diligence of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, so as you saw, this guy Trump, which we told you Babylonians, man, we told you people, all of y'all, especially you Jakes, all right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that went out there and voted for this nigga, all right, we told you that neither of these candidates have your best interest in mind. All right, they're looking out for the interest, the agenda of the elite powers. They don't give a damn about you, okay? And this guy Trump, he's been set up as what? The Messiah, the Savior for America, MAGA, right? Make America great again. Well, guess what? We already told you that all this guy was gonna do, either one of them, whether it was Kamala or whether it was Trump, all that they were going to do was make your life worse than what it already is. And it's the same thing that happens every 4 years. Your life doesn't improve, it always gets worse. All right, so what makes you think that Trump was going to be any different? See? But these tariffs that he's about to impose on the American citizens, all right, it's going to bring the prices up more than what they already are. All right, so Trump pledges tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. And what do Mexico, Canada, and China all have in common? These are the main places that America gets its goods from. All right, so the fact that he's placing tariffs and higher taxes on imports from these countries, well, that's going to trickle down to you, the consumer. All right, and you Jakes, those of y'all that went out there and voted for Trump, you voted for this. So guess what? You're going to get what's coming to you. All right, you're going to get what you deserve. All right. President-elect Donald Trump pledged that soon after taking office, he will slap steep tariffs on Mexico and Canada. So he ain't playing no games. He said these are going to be steep tariffs. All right. These are going to bleed all the way through your pockets. You see? Mexico and Canada, two of America's closest allies, as well as China, the clearest indication since his election victory that he plans to follow through on the tough campaign rhetoric that helped propel him to the White House. And he's looking to do this on the first day. And mind you, he wants this to be an executive order, meaning that this is going to go into effect immediately. All right? So look, come 2025, we've been telling you, all right? Starting with the elders and apostles. Come 2025, things are going to change drastically. All right, life as you know it now, these days are going to seem like the golden days of America once Trump is done with you people, man. All right, once Trump is done, hey, y'all going to be crying for Biden. All right. Posting on his Truth social platform, Trump said that on the first day of his presidency, he will charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the U.S. He added in a separate social media post that he would impose an additional 10% tariff on all products that come into the U.S. from China. Right, so look, Anything that you want to get this year that's a Chinese good, you better go ahead and get it now. Because when Trump get in office, he's talking about imposing a 35% tariff on everything from China. All right. So your meds, the food, the clothes, all right, materials. Okay, look, pretty soon it's not going to be a dollar store. All right, because everything that's in the dollar store is from China. So if he's going to impose these tariffs, which he is going to do, then say goodbye to the dollar store and pretty much say hello to the new 5 and up. All right, and that's a play on 5 and below, the store, but not even they are $5 and below anymore. All right, $5 is like on the low end of what they sell now. So this is going to further cause businesses to close down, because if these businesses have to pay more for goods, they're going to have to do either one or two things. Either they're going to have to exorbitantly raise the price to the consumer, all right, which, remember, Walmart, they came out like last week and said that come 2025, they're going to have to increase prices drastically. Okay, Walmart made that declaration. So with these businesses, like I said, either they're going to have to increase prices so much so to the point where it would upset consumers, or they're going to have to take a profit loss and end up closing business. And we already know these businesses, they're in the interest of keeping their bottom line intact. All right, so the price is going to be passed on to the consumer. All right, so this right here, all right, this guy's supposed to be the savior, right? Well, this seems like he's destroying America, does it not? This seems like he's tanking the American economy, which we already know that this goes into this coming digital system, this digital technocracy. All right, the banks crashing. You see everything being set up on a digital infrastructure. All right, that's why right now Bitcoin is so hot. All these cryptocurrencies are going crazy, because this is the prep for what is to come next year, 2025. Okay, you also have Elon Musk. He's on the scene. Dr. Oz. Both of these guys are proponents of a digital infrastructure. They're proponents of the chip. Okay, Elon Musk, he got the Neuralink. And your boy Dr. Oz, he's a big proponent of chipping the people too for health concerns. So all these things play in tandem together. All right. Everything that's being done. Listen, these politicians have been playing in your face, man. All right. This whole election season, they were playing in these Babylonians' face the whole time, man. It was nothing but a big psyop. All right. So when Trump got in there was a moment of relief, like, oh, yeah, he's going to save us. He's going to bring America back to its former greatness. Not understand the biblical prophecy. That ain't going to happen. Okay, the Lord got it out for this place, man. And guess what? He's going to set up a cruel Lord over you to bring in the harsh times, to bring in the time of Jacob's trouble. You see, this tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. Now, check this out. They're going to hold this tariff in place because of what? Drugs, fentanyl, right? Which, who created the fentanyl? Who manufactures fentanyl? Is it Jake? Is it so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans that are manufacturing fentanyl and put it on the streets? All right. Is it Jake that let all these so-called illegal aliens into the country? No. Who did it? It was the American government. All right. But now the answer is, oh, we need to put tariffs on these countries that are importing goods, which really, this would, they would tell you that this is a benefit for America because, we have to stop the drugs and we have to stop these aliens, right? But they're the ones that caused the problem. You see? So like we told you, man, this is an order out of chaos scenario. Biden, Biden did a very good job, all right, of destroying the country further. You see, they put Biden in there to pretty much bring America to the point of no return, to where now Trump, he's been set up as the guy to usher in this new NWO system. Everything that you see is moving in that direction. All right. And if you can't see it, the Lord just ain't dealing with you. All right. You got a missile coming. You see, but the very same problems that they created, they're now giving you a so-called answer, a remedy for it. But even in that so-called remedy, it's really leading to your destruction, and more sorrow and anguish is coming to these people. You see? Doing so would likely upend the trade agreement that Trump negotiated with the two neighboring countries in the first term, known as USMCA. U.S. goods and services traded utilizing that trade agreement totaled an estimated $1.8 trillion in 2022, according to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, which oversees U.S. trade agreements. Now, let's go back to that TikTok real quick and see how much more expensive that these things are going to be. Let's get it.
Here's how much more expensive these goods could be under Trump's tariffs. Laptops and tablets, 46%.
Laptops and tablets up 46% with these tariffs. Okay? Under a scenario where a 10 to 20% tariff on all imports and a 60% tariff. Damn, so he wants a 60% tariff on China. Damn. So that article, they was lowballing. All right? Trump wants you to pay 60% more from the goods coming out of China, which is pretty much everything. All right? People get their pharmaceuticals, your laptops, your iPhones, clothing. Pretty much everything that we get comes from China, man. So what do you think is going to happen? It ain't going to be good.
Video game consoles, 40%.
Video games, 40%. Smartphones, 26%.
Smartphones, 26%. Clothing, 20.6%. Toys, 55.8%.
Toys, 55%. And this is not like already things aren't expensive as it is already. This nigga's talking about increasing the price of toys to 55%. Why would this be a good idea for the American people? Answer me that. Why would imposing tariffs on foreign nations which you trade heavily with, why would this be a good idea for the American people? I'm just asking the question, But again, he's not in there to forward the American people. He's in there to forward the interests of the elites. What is the interest of the elites? Depopulation, crashing America, taking away your rights, throwing you into this detention centers if you disagree. All right? Just making your life a living hell. These people are the devil.
Furniture, 9.5%. Household appliances, 31%. Footwear, 28.8%. Travel goods, 21.5%. Here's how much more.
So, hey, man. It ain't even much more that we really got to say. Like, this is the whole thing, man. Trump, he's, Trump is really out here to afflict these Babylonians. But like I was saying, Trump, he's out to make the life of the average Babylonian a living hell. And that's what they've been doing. This has been the agenda for a long time. But we're at the point now where they're about to cross this threshold into the full fruition of the NWO. All right? So they coming with it. Revelation 6 in verse 5. The third seal, famine. And that's one thing about it. Famine is also coming in a big way. They're cutting off the farmers. Of course, the price of the food is going to go up. And if the price of the food is going to go up, then the price to grow the food is also going to increase as well. Okay? So all the way around, man, people may look at these tariffs as if, it's not that big of a deal. It's just, it's only temporary. No, it's not temporary. All right? You don't understand. This is a permanent thing. And didn't Klaus Schwab tell you that you shall own nothing and you will be happy? Well, guess what? They're about to price you out and they're about to take everything away from you so that you literally will own nothing. All right? And what they give you in the end, you're going to be happy to have that because life is going to be so hard for the average person that you'll be happy to take a handout. All right? You'll be happy to take the MOTB from these devils. Revelation 6 in verse 5, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Now, this scripture here is speaking about inflation, the prices of things increasing. Now, this has already been happening. I mean, you saw it going down at an unprecedented level during the presidency of Joe Biden. But Trump, he's looking to make it worse with these tariffs. All right, as you just saw in the videos in the article. You see? That's why it says a measure of wheat for a penny. All right, a penny here represents a day's wages. All right, so if you think inflation is bad now, like you got people paying $500 in some states and they walking out of the store with 6 or 7 bags. That's insane. But what Trump is talking about, all right, you're gonna spend $200+ in the market, and you might leave with 1 bag, maybe one or 2 bags max. This is what he's bringing, man. So you think people are not gonna mutiny behind this? You think people are not gonna be in an uproar behind these things? And see, when it's all said and done, like when these devils are finished with these people, they're gonna realize that this whole political system, that this whole government was all a scam. All right, it was all to destroy you at the end of the day, that they sold you nothing but lies, man. All right, that's what these people are going to realize at the end of the day. But by the time they realize it, it's going to be too late. All right, because you didn't take heed to the words of the prophets. All right, you refused to take sound counsel, and ultimately you voted for devils. Okay, you people went out there and you said we're going to vote for the lesser of 2 evils. How much sense does that make? Why would you vote for evil, period? All right, so when you cast your vote for any of these devils, for any of these, demonic, satanic people, right? You're giving them your approval. You're saying, yes, I approve of your wickedness, and I approve of what you're going to do to me when you get in office, all right? You gave them your endorsement. So guess what? We're not going to shed no tears for these people, man. We're not going to feel sorry for you when these devils bring the hell on you, man. All right, we're going to laugh because it's going to be a I told you so type of moment, all right? A measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny, okay? Now, a measure of wheat is barely enough to last a man of a moderate appetite 1 day, okay? So you're going to be able to get a small amount of food for a day's wages, all right? Just imagine if, let's just say that you make $200 a day, right? Imagine giving your whole $200 a day to get 1 burger from Burger King. You know what I'm saying? To get a Whopper from Burger King, man. Right? That's what the scriptures here is saying. That's how it's going to be. And 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. You see? So, look, man, Babylon the Great, this place is done. And Trump, he's going to make your ride out as rough as possible. Let's go to Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24 and verse 4. Because morning is coming on the earth. It's already here, but come 2025, it's going to be an unprecedented morning, all right? People going to be catching so much hell, they're going to be desiring to go to the spirit world, man. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Haughty goes into pride. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. All right, verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceases, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceases. So all this merrymaking, all this, happy times, good times, laughing, ha, kiki, that's all about to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? Once, Nero Trump is done with your ass, man. Okay? These elites, you see, this is that Revelation 12 and 12, man. They're coming down with great wrath because they know they have a short time. These devils know they got a short time left. Okay? Because if we know, then they damn sure know it, because they actually have the records. Okay? They actually, are, tapped into that left hand, man. All right, so they not really getting answers from the left hand like that no more. So they know that their power is waning. Also, the judgments that the Lord is doing in the heavens and in the earth, these things are signs. Okay, like it's not just us watching for the signs. These devils are watching as well, and they know what time it is. You see, but America, this went from the land of milk and honey to now it's going to be the land of mourning and sewer water. Right? That's what it's going to be. Verse 9. They shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion, Babylon the Great, America. Right? Every house is shut up that no man may come in. The city of confusion is broken down, man. This is the Lord systematically breaking down the city of confusion. All right? Verse 11, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And when your ass got to go to the store and you got to pay, you know what I'm saying, $30 for a damn sweet potato, or you paying $50 for 1 gallon of milk, that's when people are going to go buck wild out here, man. Okay, that's when you're going to see 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, come into full effect. All right, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor. It's not going to be no mercy out here. Okay, because when you get to that point, best believe that these companies, they're not going to be importing as much because the tariffs are so high. All right, they will be losing a profit to import all these goods. So you know what? 2nd Ezra 6 is going to come into the picture, man. The full storehouses shall be found empty. Then simultaneously, the farmers are being cut off. All right, they're not being given government subsidies to run their operation. So this whole supply chain system is a domino effect. And with Trump making these moves on these nations with the tariffs, it's going to be all bad. Okay, that's the point. It's going to be all bad, man. You see? So, hey, we told you. See, but one thing about those that fear the Lord is going to reserve us, man. Okay, the Lord is going to make sure that we eat. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to make sure that we have provisions during this time. But the wicked, you know, those that follow after the ways of this world, those that hate the Most High, the Lord is going to give you over unto your strong delusion, and your ass going to be destroyed. All right? That's the bottom line of all of this, man. So it's better to fear the Lord and suffer for righteousness' sake than to follow a multitude to do evil and be destroyed at the end. Okay? But yeah, man, you know, nothing good is coming, okay? And especially for these Edomites, you know what I'm saying? For these Edomites, you know, because Jake is used to struggling, you know, but Esau and these other nations, they're going to be catching the most hell, all right? You already seen it. Isaiah 19:4. Yeah, Isaiah 19:4. And the Egyptians, these Egyptians here is speaking of, is talking about these Babylonians, okay? Because America, Babylon the Great, is known as what? Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, all right? Spiritual Babylon, okay? All the ancient past kingdoms, this place, America, is the mother of harlots, man. Okay, all the ancient kingdoms of you know, times past, they're all back today. And it's, you know, in one conglomeration of the beast system. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Now, this cruel Lord, you know, this could be talking about Trump. All right, because, hey, I believe in the spirit that Trump, he's going to be the last president, man. All right, Trump is going to be the last guy. You know, he's going to be the one to ride America out and put hell on you people. You see, into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. This man is literally talking about being a dictator. You see, and with these wars looming, you know, we'll see what happens. But if he gets in there, if they inaugurate Salaki, like, you know, if they inaugurate Trump during this season and World War III breaks out during this term, well, there are going to be no other presidents, okay? Or if World War III breaks out full scale before he gets into office, you know, then Biden would stay in there. And then, hey, Biden and Kamala Harris, you know, staying in there is really going to be the same thing. All right, so either way, America is through. All right, that's the point, man. Either way, America is through. This is why we tell our people not to trust in this place, to come out of America, man. Because this place has nothing good for you, and it never has, you see. Yeah, Esau, you know, gave his slaves, you know, like a little bit of comfort in his system so he could better control you. But now that he wants to do away with this system, he's not going to hold no punches, you see. Yeah, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, so the Lord is going to appoint a cruel Lord. All right, a fierce king is going to rule over the people. Okay, and it's Donald Trump. He's already making some very, drastic moves, man. Before he even gets in office, he's already talking about doing a whole lot of stuff. Okay, so Yeah, man. This is just one more thing to expect, coming into the new year. All right, times are about to get a lot worse, and Trump is going to be the one to do it to you. So, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash, called Allah Ilah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, Shalom to the elect, Kum Yasha'Allah, and a Bible ball. Shalom.